Okay, I
then,
think it's recording right now. Yes.
well, yay! Let's go over our problem statement for our event planning app. Okay. So the design of the event planning app will help users plan an event by giving them the ability to organize, connect with vendors, manage guest list information, and collaborate and share with greater ease without the problems of having to seek out information from all different multiple sources. And this will dramatically improve overall organization for the user. For our gal Kelly. All right, yeah, so Kelly is our persona, and Kelly's never planned a wedding, but she's decided to plan her own. And she's done a few small events before, so she's pretty confident in her planning capabilities. She's pretty organized. She's got a lot of ideas, but she just doesn't know where to start. So we are planning this app, or we're designing this app for her to use to help her with that process. All right.
Sounds good.
So how is Kelly going to use this app?
Yeah, so I think, Kelly is going to use the app basically by, kind of using it as a space to kind of collaborate all of her ideas into one. So she's not pulling up multiple browsers. She's not, anytime she calls people, she can put all that information in one spot and kind of compare what she has, what her options are, saved ideas, high level usage of that program.
Will she be using it on the go a lot? Will she need to have it on her phone as well?
Yeah, I would think so. I think probably the majority of it would be like within her computer, like browser style, but using that phone for alerts or things on the go, just reminders. So anytime she has, like a quick thing to do, she can put it in. She doesn't have to be on her computer to actually do it. She can take notes as she goes, but I would say primarily the web and then mobile second.
Okay, so Kelly decides to get this app and create a new event, right? Is that the first step? Yes. Kelly's got this event, she needs the plan, and she needs this app to help her out.
Should we develop a form that the client could reach out to Carrie for the event planning process? How they reach her at the first page? Do you need to include that in the first page somewhere?
Is that something that's going to be done through the app? If anything needs to happen?
I was thinking like people could go to that app site and could reach out to them, like fill out the form, like what event they need to do. I don't know if it's necessary or we could just put in the contact page.
I think we might be getting too deep right now, and we need to circle back to how Kelly's going to use it right away.
Okay.
Am I not going the right direction?
Oh, okay.
No, I think you're right. Yeah. So she decides she gets this app, she's going to use it, and she's going to need it kind of on the go right away. Maybe first off, using it as a searching tool within the app to seek out some vendors and. Okay, so are the first things that she does set up dates or search vendors? Does it matter, or can we just kind of draw the capabilities? As the capabilities.
Yeah, so I think she could even go in different directions. So when she first logs in and creates an account, she could add a date if they know already, but probably if she doesn't pick a venue, maybe that would affect when she gets married. So maybe searching would be the first. It would just really depend on which way she wanted to go. If she had a solid date, like this is when I have to get married, maybe then that affects how she searches for vendors, or if she picks vendors first and that affects maybe you could split it off in both
Yeah.
Start.
So there will be either like a date or like I'm kind of envisioning that there would be like a timeline that or Kelly's
Like a rough timeline.
yeah, where everything's going to need to be completed by.
I would be given like kind of a checklist, and she can visually see what needs to be done when.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or maybe include a calendar that they could bookmark like which day to finish which process.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Have calendar integration.
Okay.
I don't.
This is everything we've talked about.
Oh,
Cool.
Look at that.
Oh wait.
Will you keep talking or make some noise so it stays on the screen?
Okay, so basically, Kelly sets up an account, and on the account, she can either manage her timeline or select dates. And then haven't really gotten to searching features yet, but this can be organized differently. I'm wondering if maybe we should go the Illustrator route.
I think you're doing good.
Yeah, I like.
Thanks. All right, we'll just keep going this
Great.
way.
I really got this.
We can add in arrows later too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
So there's options for her once she creates her account. She can manage her like timeline or set dates or search. Do we need to show like a search, what the search filters are going to look like, or how a search is going to appear in this sketch?
We could, maybe some options for searching, like filtering out venues by date, or just
Or is that something that can be written next to it? Search is filtered by,
search bar.
Yeah, maybe just draw out the search bar.
yeah, like the magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Maybe it would be helpful if she set like a location, like a general area, like she's in Minneapolis.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
It like refines the searches a little bit. Like maybe that's almost at the beginning too, like where she's looking to help tailor those searches.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I put that in the beginning with the timeline checklist before she searches?
Yeah, probably maybe set your location with all the startup.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a search bar like integrated with Google search, or it's gonna be like the new search bar that developed with the app.
I would think that maybe we'd want it to be almost like an internal search. Like if you're a vendor, you can.
Okay. So we need to have
So at least like somewhat related.
Mm-hmm.
so we're
maybe,
gonna
yeah.
so we will have a database for all the vendors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there'd be a database for all of them, and they might even be sectioned. They could almost be sectioned by tabs
Okay.
that change for each person's need. So if someone has a need for 5 things, whether it's like food, 2 locations, flowers, and I don't know,
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they'll have 5 tabs. But if someone else has 10, then they'll have 10 tabs. 10
Yeah.
tabs.
So you set all the search requirements for different categories.
So we talked about adding in setting your location and doing like a search bar. Is this backwards, you guys?
No, it looks
No,
good.
it's fine.
Sure.
You good job.
Okay.
So I like that tab idea. So like you could select like what you're looking for. Like I'm looking for venues, I'm looking for entertainment, I'm looking for flowers, and then from there you can search within those areas as well. Or maybe those are just like then categories and they can turn almost into tasks.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Organize that way.
Yeah, as you search and you like develop your options, and you can kind of compare and contrast the ones that you've chosen, and then choose to move forward and turn it into a task, maybe, or
Right, yeah, exactly. Save what you searched for and
So will that include the hotel booking as well, or will be like different process for the hotel? I don't know.
I think that could be part of it.
Okay.
yeah.
If it's one of their requirements, if it's one of the things that they need to search for.
Okay. So we don't really need to use like Travelocity, things like that. It's just like all the hotel in the database.
I think it'd be nice if we could allow, like you could do outside, like searching outside of the program, and then like manually enter in options as well. So if you had something through Travelocity, maybe you could like link that
Okay.
within your profile. So then they have like the sponsored options, the places that you're going to get deals from, things like that. But if you wanted to go outside of those options, you could input your own.
Yeah, have like an import option for all the details.
Right. So it's like in the task navigation bar, you could have one that says enter outside task, and then underneath it could be enter outside vendor, or maybe it's one or the other.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
Are we getting too deep though? Do we need to go back to what Kelly's needs are when she's using this app? Like as she's going along and using it for the first time?
Yeah.
Probably. So probably a lot of searching then, initially.
So she'll start. Do we need to start writing down what we're going to put in this beautiful drawing?
Yeah. That sounds like a good process.
Or should we?
Or do you want to just go back and put notes in?
Yeah, we'll just go later, yeah.
It's fine.
I think that after you draw the whole picture, we could probably take a picture and it upload to Photoshop or Illustrator, and then we could add all the content underneath each photo. Under each graphic. That way we have details to cover the picture as well.
I know, which makes me wonder if drawing this in Illustrator would just be way faster, or something like that.
I think we're okay, as long as you're okay with going. I mean, we're just some visual down on paper.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's the best way, if we need to be building this right now as a team with text and everything, like how I can get this to the screen.
Well, you just scan it in and then we can.
Yeah, you could either scan it or just take a picture and then send it to us. We could put
right
it in
now?
the Photoshop. Not right now. After tonight when we end the meeting.
Yeah. Once we have all the.
Yeah, we don't have to have it now.
Okay, so we'll add that stuff in soon. Yeah. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So she's searching. She's maybe chosen some areas that she wants to search for, such as like a venue or hotels or flowers or entertainment.
Can we call them tasks right now?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's good. So she's just getting a general task list outlined. Things that she thinks she needs to do. It maybe isn't a complete task list, but at least it's somewhere to start, and she could potentially start adding like dates to it.
Yeah, once she starts figuring out what's available when and it's more of a good idea when she wants this to happen.
And then add it would go right into the calendar
Yeah.
we're talking about, so that she can have reminders for herself. So, what else does she want to do?
Okay.
Um,
What are some vendors? Station, food, DJ. Music. Duh. Everyone loves to dance at weddings.
Oh yeah.
So should she like keep in touch with the client for the whole process, or she doesn't need to contact the client until to figure out all the stuff? Like when she figure out the flowers, know where to book the flowers, does she need to contact the client to check like which flowers they want, things like that? Or
she is the bride though.
He's the client.
oh
That's what she would want.
okay, never mind then.
Yeah, she's planning it for herself.
Okay.
She's using this for her personal.
Okay, sorry.
But I think she should be able to like add probably her husband.
Yes.
Yeah. Or even like moms or friends.
To be able to share and collaborate.
Yeah.
And maybe have, then be able to comment, but, have it, that it's them commenting instead of just showing up or something.
Right. I would think maybe she would want to ask, like, invite her spouse to kind of also oversee everything, and then maybe she could. Would it make sense for people on certain tasks? So, like, maybe you don't want your bridesmaids to see all of them to be involved with their dresses. So they
kind of like a Pinterest thing where they have boards to collaborate on it.
Yeah.
Within the app for certain to-do lists or vendors or categories within there.
They could vote or comment.
Yeah.
So maybe you don't want their opinions on a venue, but you want an opinion on a dress or something.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So how would we show that? Would we show the different categories and maybe some of them say share, or there'd be just like an icon?
Yeah, you could have like the task,
There's
like little circles for each people.
Yeah, add contacts or whatever.
I'm not really sure how to show this, but I'll update you with the drawing. Okay. So, let's see. I can't even see where it is. So there's there's a search bar, and then there's like little icons. One of them's like a flower, one of them's location, one's like food, and one's music. And so she can like pick which one she wants to search for, and then if she goes to that page, there's the information. Like maybe it shows places that she's found and she likes. Maybe this screen isn't shown right now. Say she wants to search for the flower, then like the flower is up here. Search, right? Are we getting too detailed?
No, that looks good actually.
Okay, and so I don't know. So if she needs to search, you need to show somehow that she needs to search for all of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she actually sees all of them to begin with. Like you see all the different
in line.
Yeah, just or like kind of boxy like that, and you can just go click and search, and then if that's something you want to keep searching on, you can like save that category. So maybe you don't necessarily have to pick it up front. You could click and then save it.
Yeah.
That almost looks like how you have it like drawn out.
Yeah, I think so. I'm scribbling something do we have to show like this much detail, or will this kind of be storyboarded? Like Kelly searches for dates, and then it's like this super basic sketch.
I think
Or Kelly searches for flowers. Is that kind of? We're like, I just want to make sure we're providing not too much and not too little info in these.
Oh, I think
you're doing good. Yeah.
And we all like the color brown. Thank goodness for
If you go back and read, that would be better.
All right, cool. Okay, so we can share information and we can select which ones we want to share.
So then you could add people to each task or category.
Add or invite contacts.
So including
So yes, this is probably where on the inside it would integrate with either your Facebook or your Google or whatever.
Right.
So
Yeah.
do we need to integrate with the digital invitation card, like just send digital wedding card to friends and family, or just all Facebook?
I like the digital invitation.
I do too.
Okay.
Keeping track of RSVPs through it.
Mm-hmm. So maybe
that's like its own separate function. That's not any searching like any of these.
Yeah,
No,
because
so
they need to send to all the emails.
So basically, there's like a searching and search, booking, and sharing function, and then there's the invitation function.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I would think the invitation function could probably fall in with like when you finalize things after you search, you could maybe make a selection and you're like storing all of your choices, and that's like more of your actual timeline and your actual choices, and you could have your RSVPs kind of in a separate area where it's, this is my event, this is what I've chosen, whereas you have the other area to kind of search and see things that you're interested in. That kind of makes sense to have it broken into two areas.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't have to necessarily narrow down your DJ or your food before you send out your invites.
Sure, I mean, you could access both, I'm saying. Like, it would just be kind of in a different
Okay.
Yeah, separate areas. Yeah.
So, like, maybe at the top you have the ability to search, and then my wedding or something, and then it's like the actual selections. It's like different.
Yeah, when you finalize things or decide on it. Did we need a second for the budget too?
Yeah.
Oh.
So. Okay. So everything that I have drawn is pretty much for searching and booking and sharing information.
Mm-hmm.
Those are kind of the primary things
So,
that should be for.
That would be like, I don't know, that would be like one area, and then we have the whole invitation area, and then we have the whole, what was the other one that we budget.
Yeah, we could set up as like a special calculator, like everything that it adds up, like 1, 2, 3, like things like that. I don't know.
Like as you're booking and.
Yeah, and then it add
up.
up the numbers, and just the total budget will come out at the end, like whatever that you add one things on.
Yeah, like entering, my venue minus, 10 grand for that, flowers minus whatever once you start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like those budget apps, they have like which area you spend money on, and then at the total, like how much you have spent on one day or, in 30 days period, things like that.
Yeah.
So it will be good to keep tracks on everything.
Yeah. So then maybe that could tie into like with the searching, or once you've like booked through the searches, it automatically pulls in. Like if it's been booked through the app, you would automatically go onto your budget, and then you'd have the ability to like add in. So like maybe I didn't go through the app to buy my flowers,
Mm-hmm.
so but I spent $500 on flowers, and you could just put that in.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool if you get to manage your own budget, kind of when you're setting up your timeline, and then you get to say, I want to budget $1,000 for flowers and $1,000 for food. That's totally unrealistic. But then when you're searching, maybe there's like a gauge, and it'll show you this is where this would end up on your budget gauge compared to this one. It would be a little lower.
Oh, that'd be cool. Or, yeah, like
Yeah.
a red,
Them
yellow,
all in
green.
like a graph.
Yeah.
It could be like have a button that you click on each window or each option that you choose, and then here has different number added up to your budget. So you could, based on those, you could choose which one you want to choose.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's kind of the same idea, but putting a symbol on it as opposed to a number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like, restaurants, they have like $1 sign or $5
Right.
sign, so you automatically know what you're getting into as far as price.
So you,
Go ahead.
well, you could manage the budget in like this little window here. So at this point, Kelly can go in and choose which tasks she wants to do and manage the budget for each one.
That will be good, I would think. Like just on the bottom of the apps that shows like the budget numbers, and choose different one. That number will be different each time you click on each one in the window list.
That might simplify it if you don't have an actual screen to do the budget. If you just do it on each of the tasks.
That could
Yeah,
be walk
and
too.
you could
I
have like
think.
an overview budget page too, or something.
Well, I think it could tie in both ways. So you could put a budget onto the actual task, or you could just put like a general budget.
Yeah.
In a certain area, and then as you kind of book, it would just deduct from the budget. Or, yeah, you could have the special, like the smaller budget. So maybe you went over a little bit on flowers or under, but you could set those goals then within the task.
So do we want to put something about the budget on the initial when she creates her event? When she sets the location, sets how she wants to manage her budget, that could be one of those.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that would fall under like budget, timeline, those first things that you want to, location, things that you kind of want to put up there right away.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. I put it here really small, but we can make it big with Photoshop.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So moving along, we got budget info, sharing, searching. We didn't really talk about how we want to include the invitation part in this diagram.
So, I've seen it work a couple of ways actually, where like, you can get like an e-invitation, or you could just send out invitations and then they just have to come to like your website to respond.
You can integrate with your website and keep up to date that way.
Yeah. So like instead of actually having them mail a card back to you, they can just log on and say, yes, I'm coming, or no, I'm not coming.
So does Kelly import her contact list, or does this app find her contact list and then she selects? How does the app help her send out the invites?
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to send them out. It could. We could have her like enter in the contacts that way, or she could just refer her guests to.
They like some card invitations on different website. I was thinking like she could choose which one she want to choose in different website and send through that website. So I thought that she doesn't need to go through the app to do that, or she just link to the website that she choose to send out all the invitation. Is that how it works?
And then just have the website integration with the app so she can check RSVPs through the app, which is connected to her RSVP website. Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Yeah, but I don't know like
Yeah.
if she could get all like the confirmed number from the website or not, but I'm not sure about that. Like because she want to know like how many people could come or how many couldn't, right?
Right. And I mean, she could probably, even if she ended up sending out paper invites to those who don't do, online, but have imported your guest list and then check off those people who, haven't RSVP'd through the website or anything.
Okay, that sounds good.
So we'd want to do that maybe in a separate website and then it just integrates to the app, or should it be?
I think that'd probably be best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
You might
integrate
get-
several websites. Like she
Yeah.
could choose which one.
Yeah, it might be a lot of data if you import all of that into your app. You don't necessarily need it. But then maybe just within the app you're integrating and you just kind of see like a total guest count, like how many have RSVP'd out of how many you've sent.
Right, yeah, exactly.
An eye on it.
Yeah, just kind of like an FYI action.
So this would be integrated with a different. It would be like merge. How do you call that when apps? Is it just called app
Externally.
integration or what?
I think so.
Okay, so it's just integrated with a different website.
Yeah. I know a lot of people have those.
Okay, so when the website gets updated, would she receive like an alert or a notification?
I think so. I think that'd be a good thing. Keep her up to date.
Maybe
So that's just I think I'll redo this, but it's just integrated and then she'd receive a notification about how many guests were coming.
Oh yeah.
And then she'd have the opportunity to manually enter and postcards or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else Kelly needs to do?
I don't know. That covers kind of the main tasks that she needs to accomplish.
Does she need to provide feedback to her vendors, or I'm not sure. Do we need to go that deep?
Yeah, I think that might be.
That's not her using the app, really. It's for the vendors.
Yeah, that's like after the fact.
do we want anything like notifications for like making payments to the vendors?
For what?
Like making payments to the vendors?
Oh.
Because usually, like some of them will do like payment plans. I know venues do that a lot, where you have like 3 installments of payments, or like the food you do like a deposit
Right.
after. So maybe if she's booking through that,
We can just put maybe along the way. We can just add in these little notifications.
Yeah.
Make payment or pay installment.
would she be able to pay through the app for some of those vendors? that she searched for.
I think that would be nice.
So you just like put your credit card information or whatever in there first, and you just say like, pay this vendor, pay that vendor. So you're not necessarily like having to write checks to multiple different locations. You can just put it all through the app if you're booking through there.
Right.
Yeah, because I feel like that's kind of the purpose of this app, because if you can't pay through the app and you're writing different checks to different places, what if you forget to go into the app and mark down if you paid it or not?
Right.
That kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah. Okay, so then maybe once she starts booking, there would be a section where she like adds a payment method.
Once she starts booking what?
Once she starts booking, she would have to add like a payment method.
Okay.
Within her like account. And I suppose we could do like multiple. Could add multiple payment options on there, the payment methods. So like, you know, if their parents are paying for any of it, they could log in and pay the app as well.
Well, that would be nice.
Yeah. So then it's just on like that centralized location for everybody. Although maybe everybody wants to manage their own payment methods, so she's not just like, yeah, they'll pay for that one.
Okay. I just added from like this vendor page where she can like it or whatever. Add payment method.
Oh yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
looks great.
Okay. Because I think what I'm going to do is make these a little more fluid, but just trace them and then scan them in.
Good. And then you can add in our little comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to put it up maybe on like a, how can we call it? I was going to say maybe like a Google Docs, but that's going to be kind of hard to.
Yeah, I could do that. Or I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about these in general. I might just scan them in and then draw them in Illustrator really quick, so then they're just nice. Would anyone be opposed to that?
That's fine.
Okay, good. It would probably be easier to use. All right. So after she pays for everything and gets the invites like managed, does she have anything else that she needs to do?
I don't think so. I think that kind of covers what she's trying to get out of this app, or making her life easier with consolidating all these things into one place. I think that kind of covers what we need to
use everything.
She could set up a Facebook page about that event and just keep touch with all the guesses.
Like which part? What like she would share? Like her actual event.
Yeah, like just updating, like if they change the hotel or change anything, like just update some flower pictures, things like that, to encourage the guests to come. I don't know if they do that now or not.
I wonder if that would be more through like the invitation. Like,
Yeah, probably.
have that just so they could like post it. I feel like a lot of people have those like websites where it's like usually book, and maybe it's more through the website rather than through that app itself.
I feel like this app is more of like a private thing. Like she'll use it for herself and for anyone else who's helping her just plan the details. Like she wouldn't share like this level of detail with her
Okay,
guests. Yeah.
okay, that works.
Okay, so our next step, we'll get the text that we talked about added to these beautiful sketches that I'm going to scan and clean up. And we can maybe talk about that in an email if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Or maybe I'll just add little bullet points, and if someone wants to edit it, we can do it that way too.
Perfect. Yeah.
Does everyone have Photoshop? And prefer Photoshop?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do it that way then.
Alright, we maybe end our recording.
Are we done?
I think so. I think we
Yeah,
covered it
we
all.
covered
We did
most
it.
of the stuff.
And end the recording and then talk about
Yeah,
our next meeting.
yeah. After I done this, I will upload to YouTube and send you guys the link.
Okay, thanks. So we do have to meet again though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could email about it. I still don't know what we do in next meeting.
Oh yeah, the next one.
We have to present. Oh, we have to present our map.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, once we get this all uploaded, then we can kind of fluff it up and collaborate, and then.
Okay, so
Okay.
then maybe we can
Cool.
split it up into different chunks, like we each present like a different area.
Yeah. Someone talks about like how she creates the account, how she can manage the dates and timeline, and then someone talks about searching, and someone talks about the RSVP integration.
Yeah, that'll be easy enough.
I think so. So yeah, once we have the actual map and start putting things in, maybe
Yeah,
that's
so-
a place to break it out.
I can do that tonight, and then send it to you guys tomorrow morning.
Okay.
okay, sounds good.
Do you guys want to figure out a time to meet, or do you want to email about that?
For the assignment that's due
For Sunday.
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 Because I think what we have to do to complete this assignment is upload the YouTube and then upload the better version of this.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. So for Sunday we need to present it. When are we free?
I'm free Thursday, Friday afternoons, like after 5, or Saturday. I guess I prefer to do it earlier than Sunday.
Yeah. I think the earlier for me the better because this weekend's busy.
Yeah, same here.
We could do
Wanna-
Friday, maybe. I'm
Friday?
okay
What?
with Friday, Saturday, or Thursday. I don't know. It's up to you.
Do we try and do it on Thursday?
Could we?
I wouldn't mind doing it Thursday,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine to me.
except for I work in Bloomington Thursday, so I won't be back until 6.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
You want to do like a 6:30 or 7?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which works better, 6:30?
Probably 6:30 is fine.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, and that'll give us time tomorrow to kind of get ideas and go over the map and flesh it out a little bit. And then we can-
Yeah, and maybe once we get the map put together, we can just decide who wants to talk about what at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, and then each person can kind of fill in. more
Practice
detail.
all day Thursday.
Totally.
Right.
Oh, I think that'll work out great.
Okay, yeah, and then we'll get the assignment
Okay.
done early.
Sounds good.
Woo!
All right.
Okay, nice meeting you,
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah, all right. See you later.
See ya.
Have a
Bye
good
bye.
night.
Okay. Have a good girls.
You too. Bye bye.